Top 10 TV shows on HBO Max in 2024. If you're a fan of quality television, then you definitely don't want to miss out on the top 10 TV shows on HBO Max in 2024. HBO Max has been a powerhouse in the streaming world, delivering some of the most critically acclaimed and popular TV shows of all time. From dramas to comedies to thrillers, HBO Max has something for everyone. So grab your popcorn, get comfortable on your couch, and get ready to dive into these must-watch TV shows. 1. Succession. Oh man, if you haven't dived into Succession yet, you're seriously missing out. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You just can't look away. This show's got it all. Family drama, backstabbing, and a battle for power that makes Game of Thrones look like child's play. Imagine your family's Thanksgiving dinner, but with billion-dollar stakes and way snappier dialogue. The Roy family is a hot mess of ambition, greed, and complicated love. And it's addictive as heck. Every episode feels like a chess game where the pieces have serious daddy issues. Trust me, Succession is one of those shows you binge watch and then feel empty inside when you're done, because it's just that good. Pop it on your watch list like yesterday. 2. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Oh, you gotta check out Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's literally the definition of a comedy goldmine. Larry David, the dude's a genius. He plays this semi-fictional version of himself, and honestly, it's a riot. The show nails those awkward social situations we all dread, but cranks it up to the 11. Ever been annoyed at someone taking too long at the grocery line? Larry's been there, done that, and made it hilariously painful. And the guest stars? Insane. Everybody who's anybody in comedy pops up at some point. It's like the show has this magic formula for making you cringe and laugh at the same time. If you've ever wanted to see social norms get flipped on their head and danced upon, Curb Your Enthusiasm is your jam. Dive in and I promise your awkward meter will never be the same. 3. True Detective. Alright, True Detective is the show that's gonna mess with your head in the best way possible, no joke. This series is like the roller coaster you didn't know you needed. Each season is its own twisted mystery with characters that'll stick with you long after you hit that pause button. We're talking dark, gritty, and so gripping you'll be glued to the screen, trying to piece together the puzzle before the big reveal. And the acting? Stellar. I mean, season 1 with Matthew McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. Absolute fire. They dive deep into their roles, and you're right there with them, feeling every intense moment. It's not just a show, it's an experience, making you question the line between right and wrong, good and bad. If you're into shows that make you think and keep you on the edge of your seat, True Detective is your next binge obsession. Don't sleep on it. Your brain will thank you later. 4. Game of Thrones. Yo, so Game of Thrones needs no intro, but if you're one of the 3 people who hasn't seen it yet, it's time to jump on this epic bandwagon. Picture this: dragons, epic battles, and plots that twist more than a pretzel. It's like medieval history got drunk with fantasy and had the wildest party ever. The characters. Oh, you're gonna love to hate some of these folks. And just when you think you've got your faves, bam, the show's like, nah, let's shake things up. It's all about power, betrayal, and the quest for the Iron Throne, making trust a dangerous game. Plus, the visuals are mind-blowing. Those battle scenes are next level. Dive into Game of Thrones and let it whisk you to Westeros. Just a heads up though, this ride's not for the faint of heart, but totally worth it. 5. The Wire. Yo, The Wire is the real deal when it comes to crime dramas. This show ain't just about the cops and robbers stuff. It dives deep into the heart of Baltimore's city life, showing it all: the good, the bad, and the ugly. What's crazy cool about it is how it tells stories from both sides of the game, the law enforcers and the lawbreakers, making you feel all sorts of ways about everyone involved. Each season focuses on a different part of the city, from the drug trade to the schools, the docks to the media. The characters are so real, you'll forget you're watching a show. It's like a sociology lesson wrapped in a crime thriller, without feeling like homework. If you're looking for a show that's got depth, complexity, and some serious street cred, The Wire is where it's at. This ain't just TV, it's a whole vibe. 6. The White Lotus. Oh, The White Lotus is the vacay drama you never knew you needed till now. Picture this, a tropical paradise filled with the richest, quirkiest guests you can imagine. And trust me, they bring baggage that's not just Louis Vuitton. This show peels back the shiny resort brochure to show you the messy, hilarious, and sometimes dark reality of what goes down at a luxury hotel. You've got staff with secrets, guests with agendas, and the most awkward situations that'll make you cringe and laugh at the same time. It's like if a soap opera had a baby with a satirical comedy, and they decided to raise it in Hawaii. The twists, wild. The characters, you can't help but be obsessed with them, even when they're being total train wrecks. The White Lotus is a must-watch for the sheer joy of seeing how the other half vacations and unravels. Get on it, and thank me later. 7. Search Party. Search Party is the dark comedy/mystery show you didn't know you absolutely needed in your life. Imagine Scooby-Doo, but with millennials and way more existential dread. It's got this wacky group of friends who start off looking for a missing acquaintance, but honestly, they're also kind of searching for themselves. You know, in that deep, what does it all mean kind of way. The twists, they'll have you shouting at your screen. And the humor, sharp, smart, and totally hits the spot if you love your laughs with a side of sarcasm. It's a wild ride through the absurdity of youth, friendship, and the lengths we go to find meaning in our lives. Plus, it's the perfect blend of cringe, suspense, and genuine OMG moments. Search Party is the binge-worthy adventure you want to be on. 8. I May Destroy You. I May Destroy You is that gut punch of a show that hits where it hurts, but in the kind of way you can't stop watching. It's raw, it's real, and man, does it dive deep into some tough topics. We're talking consent, trauma, and the messy journey of putting yourself back together after everything falls apart. The mastermind behind this gem, Michaela Cole, not only stars in it, but also wrote the thing, and her performance, unreal. She brings this authenticity and power to her role that's just captivating. Watching this show is like going through the emotional ringer, but it's also filled with these moments of dark humor and genuine warmth that keep you glued. It's not your typical drama. It's a conversation starter, a thought provoker. If you're looking for something that challenges you, makes you think, and even changes you a bit, I May Destroy You is that show. 9. Sex and the City. Sex and the City, the iconic show that's like the ultimate girls' night in but on your screen. This series is all about friendship, fashion, and finding love, or at least some really interesting dates in the big city. It's Carrie, Miranda, Charlotte, and Samantha taking on NYC with a cocktail in one hand and the latest designer bag in the other. If you're looking for a mix of heartfelt moments, laugh-out-loud humor, and some seriously steamy scenes, then this is your go-to. The adventures of these 4 women are as relatable as they are outrageous. Whether you're in it for the love stories, the friendship goals, or just to see what crazy outfit Carrie's gonna rock next, Sex and the City has got something for everyone. It's the perfect pick-me-up after a long day or the ideal backdrop for your next get-together with the crew. 10. Deadwood. Deadwood is like the Wild West coming to life right in your living room, minus the dust and the gunsmoke smell. This show's all about the lawless days of Deadwood, South Dakota, back when finding gold was everyone's game and staying alive was the prize. Think of it as history class with a lot more swearing, shooting, and shady deals. The characters are so gritty and real, you'll feel like you're walking down the main street with them, dodging horses. And Al Swearingen? Dude's a legend. He's the kind of villain you end up rooting for, which is all kinds of messed up, but also good. If you've got a thing for cowboy hats, moral ambiguity, and dialogue that's like poetry with cuss words, Deadwood is your show. Plus, it wraps up with a movie that'll give you all the closure you didn't know you needed. Saddle up and give it a watch. It's a heck of a ride through the rough and tumble days of the American frontier. This brings us to the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.